press connect and do a live show. Such fun. Here we go.
Oh, I should turn up my volume so I can hear what people have to say.
I love 2 number 9s, a number 9 large.
You're listening to The Opinion Zone. It's that time again when common sense and decency go out the window and questionable opinions come in. Starring your deranged hosts, Jay Eggman, Sega Scourge, Nicole SPD64, and of course the one and only David the Lurker. Oh, and as always, please remember the following show will probably contain strong language. We warn ya, so don't complain. Let the chaos control begin.
Come on, let's go. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Come on, let's go.
You have to make that noise every time.
What the hell did you just do?
Right.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. It's Opinions on. Yay! I am losing my voice. I am Jay Eggman, and I'm joined by, as you heard in the intro, a variety of fun people. I am joined by David the Lurker.
Oh, hello.
We're joined by Sega Scourge.
I left 2 number 9s, a number 9 large.
I hate you so much. And we're also joined by Nicole.
Hello.
Thank you for not doing the impression as well.
You're
And,
welcome, because I like you, Jamie.
Oh.
A twat.
And we are also joined by a special guest. His name is also David. Hello, David.
Hello, everybody.
I'm so confused.
For the point of making this easier for ourselves, we are calling him Irish David.
Yes.
Oh.
Makes it easier.
If
I
had
thought
Irish
we were going
music,
with David
I would
1,
play
David
it.
2.
No,
David
I
1,
would
David
forget
2.
which one is 2 and 1 is no.
Exactly, because no one is number 1.
Oh.
We are number 1.
Fucking knew you were
Sorry.
gonna
Also,
sing
Skylar's lurking in the chat. I just wanted to tell you
Lurking.
that.
Yeah,
No,
someone who
that's
is
not his job.
someone is listening and not speaking. It's just great for an audio medium.
Can I just say, for the first time on Radio Sega, did I press record? For the first time, yes, I did. For the first time on Radio Sega, we have broadcasted live, and on the now playing, our thumbnail art has actually started to show.
Good.
Hey.
It's only been 3 months, but we got there. So yes, this is the Opinion Zone. It's a little show we like to do where we talk to everyone, discuss Sonic for whatever reason, even though Sonic's dead, and for kids. And then we have lots of fun, so much fun. David has the most fun, as you can tell from his voice. Yes.
So happy.
Yeah. And if you're listening on the podcast, thank you for subscribing. Leave us a 5-star review. If you are listening live, then thanks. You can say hi to us if you're in the Radio Sega Discord. Hello to you. And we also have the Sonic Show's own Discord now. So you can listen to us there as well. So, hello to both chat rooms. You were both, lovely as always. And
Right.
Right. We do have news, though. There is news.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, one of those pieces of news is the opinion topic.
Oh.
Oh.
But
Ooh.
there is more news.
Okay.
Okay. That's
Nice.
nice. I hate you, Dave.
Which
Right.
David?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
I'm getting hit before I've even spoke. Oh no. Leaving now. Goodbye.
No, it's fine. It's definitely David the Lurker I dislike.
Aww. So sad.
No, it's not. Shall we get right into the news, as Scourge would say?
Let's get right into the news. Sorry. Yeah, we
Got
should.
me.
Bring you the latest news from around the world of Sonic, or whatever Jay could find on Google a half hour ago. It's time for the Opinion Zone News Corner.
No.
No.
I guess not. We were mistaken.
What
It's not
There was
time
an
for that.
awkward pause there, so I just had to fill it with something.
That was so silent. What the fuck?
We have news. Shall we listen to the news?
God,
First news
it's
item
the
is,
same.
guess what?
Oh, I wonder what it could be.
Are they bringing back the Sonic the Hedgehog themed lifesavers?
What?
Yeah.
Is there a thing?
Yeah, from the 90s
wanna
when
get
Sonic
some
3
of that.
came out. And Spinball too, I think.
Oh my god, I want one.
It's awesome.
Well, if you had been alive.
I think that confirms that Sonic and the Star Wars universe take place in the same
Bye.
universe.
No.
No, never again. No, but it's Sonic Boom TV ratings.
Oh!
Oh.
I would have thought you guys would have caught on by now.
This is the first thing I said, Jamie.
Oh, I wasn't listening. So Sonic Boom, world's most loved TV show, unless you watch anything else, is still on Boomerang, just approaching the halfway point in its run, and has had a bump in viewers.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yes, there were 2 episodes aired on the 15th of April, and the first one had. We want to guess? What are we guessing?
A bump. I'll say 139,000.
I'm going to say 110,000.
Oh, Nicole.
I'm gonna say 139,001.
Hey!
That's the way you play The Price is Right. You were all mildly close, except for Scourge. It was 134,000 people.
Shit.
Oh.
No, that's not too bad.
But there was a second
Boomerang.
episode. How many people do we think watched this second episode?
It's probably closer to 110 at
2.
that point.
Just 2.
We had
5.
a huge plummet in viewership.
80,000 I'm gonna go for.
There should be a segment just guessing the views for Sonic Boom.
So no. It was 110,000 people.
Oh! Isn't that what I said?
I mean, it wasn't what David said. Why is everyone called David? It's not David. Other than deep breath. No. So it's more than it usually is. That's good.
Right. It's maintaining the 6-digit mark, which I think is an achievement nowadays. I told myself I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna have a review ready. I did not watch it ever, so I've got nothing to say about the episode.
Same.
One day, probably the day after the show ends, as well.
Oh no.
I just really enjoy the writing. I think the writing's actually pretty good.
I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, you stop the music. We've the first time on the show, we've got someone who likes Sonic Boom.
That's funny.
That's the only thing of Sonic Boom that I like. Everything else is just nah. We don't
That's fine.
talk about
We
that.
can carry on then. It's fine.
Correct.
I was worried for a second there you were a freak or something. Right. Obviously, let us know in the chat if you like Sonic Boom. But moving on to the next news item.
Whoa!
Thank you, David.
That was very close. Wow.
Very close,
Good
yeah.
work.
Archie.
Oh no, not this again.
We have
Fine.
to.
Jamie.
Oh, do they also have rating numbers that go down to
Thank you,
0?
David.
Oh.
That'll be 0 then.
I was gonna say let's not go there. There's been a lot of back and forth between what's going on. Basically, so far we know what's been cancelled is Sonic Mega Drive Overdrive, Sonic the Hedgehog Champions, Sonic the Hedgehog 291, and Sonic the Hedgehog 294. You can't get those anymore. You can't even put your name. You can't even pre-order them. However, for whatever reason, resolicited is Sonic Universe 95, Sonic Universe 96, Sonic Universe 97, and Sonic the Hedgehog 293.
That's confusing.
That's very confusing.
Correct.
Because they resolicited an issue after the one they've canceled. I don't understand.
Yes, and no one's mentioned 292, the one in between.
Oh, no.
Maybe Archie are just picking numbers at random. I like this number the best. I'm going to have that one.
It's depressing to know that like Mega Drive started up and they had Tyson. I think it's Tyson Hess. That's how you pronounce it. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And like he got brought onto the project, and now he's no sooner been brought on, and he's now done.
Poor
It's
bastard.
depressing. It makes me sad. I really liked what Ian Flynn was doing in like conjunction with him. He had some good.
Now
writing.
he's running for Sonic Boom.
I know. They made up an island called Eastwatch Islands, and it was like, oh, we have West Side Island from Sonic 2, and now we have Eastwatch Islands. That's cool. I like that. Now we need a North Island.
His wall boner is throbbing right now from all that.
I know it's not canon, but still. But yeah, no, Mega Drive was cool. That was honestly the thing I was most excited for as of late out of Archie, and now that's gone too with the whole shebang. It's like, oh,
Well,
Be okay.
someone might leak it, right?
like leak the pencil, like pages, just like the incomplete.
Right, somebody might break into Tyson's house to be like, look, I found Mega Drive 3.
Or if he wants to be really cool, he can take to the internet and finish the comic himself on DeviantArt.
Or maybe
You're
it'll
listening,
get
Tyson.
maybe it'll get uncanceled. We don't really know. I mean, in the world of comic books, there have been times when comics have been canceled, and then years later they finally come out. It's just Sonic fans are impatient.
It's just such a good year for it, you know, with Mania's release and things, and now it's dead in the water. It's really depressing. It's like,
And his
wow,
artwork was really, really good. You
it
know,
was
in
awesome.
you
It
know,
was
and
such a nice representation for classic Sonic. Like, you couldn't get any better than that.
I like the fact you had everybody. You had Sonic, you had Tails, you had Knuckles, and you had Amy fighting Metal Sonic and Eggman and everything they got there. It was just perfect. It really was, and just to only get 2 hits and then not have the final showdown. You know, I thought it was just so sad.
Seeing Archie, like, how long's Archie Sonic been running? Like 24 years?
The very first issue of the original miniseries came out the exact same day as Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Okay, so that's a long ass time.
Yes.
In summary, that is a long ass time.
Yes, November 24th, 1992? Because then there was a miniseries, a couple months passed, and they went on to the main series.
Which is fine, because back then the Archie Sonic comics were shit. But then they got really good when they hit the 2000s.
They were just... No, the original comics were just different, because they were...
They
They
were
were-
too goofy.
Children,
Well,
stop
yeah.
arguing.
Kids don't like that stuff. They like the edgy. They like people with guns. I think we can all confirm this. They like hedgehogs with guns. We like, 4-foot hedgehogs wielding SMGs. That's
I
what
like
that's
that-
what kids like.
I like that issue, though, where Sonic, it just says, you're alone on a Friday night. God.
That was pretty funny.
That was a pretty good issue.
That was hilarious.
I think it's time to move on with the news.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
we need to stop.
Next item
Whoa!
is Supersonic is not being ignored. Next news item.
Wait, what?
What?
David, was that a reaction to the noise, or are you just being confused?
That was both. I was confused, and then the noise swooped me in, and I didn't have time to process.
Next news item: Sonic Boom Fire and Ice concepts found.
Oh.
Basically, someone in the SSS Assembly, which is the Sonic Stadium message board, shared a variety of concept designs and drawings for levels and stuff in Sonic Fire, Boom and Ice. Boom, Fire and Ice. Fire and Ice. What's it called?
Sonic Fire, Boom and Ice.
Fire and boom and ice.
That would have been a better game, in my opinion. So, I don't know. Again, it doesn't really show us much. The game is still meh.
Yeah. I was gonna say, was there anything interesting, or was that it?
Nope.
No, like cut levels or anything.
I didn't play the game, so I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, neither did I. One day.
Neither did I.
I mean, one day I think I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna play all 3 Sonic Boom games in a row.
Aren't-
And
Me and you, Nicole.
I've already fucking had to complete fucking Rise of Lyric.
Really?
I feel sorry for
Yeah.
you, Nicole.
Wow.
Yeah.
No.
Fox fucking made me, so it was his fault. You can blame him. He forced me.
Did he hold a
He
gun to your
encouraged me
head?
in the end.
Did he hold a gun,
With a gun
to
to
your
your head, yeah. It's the only way you would play that game. It's like,
So-
no, please, no, just kill me, just kill me.
head? I would take
He
that.
fucking got to me emotionally, okay?
Emotionally.
Yeah.
He's like, I really need you to sit here.
He
while we
threatened
play-
to finish an animation.
No.
Moving on!
What's your sound cue, Jamie?
I'm just calmly. Whoa!
If a music artist whose name I can never pronounce right now, I embarrass myself.
Otani.
Thank you very much. Has been having a chit chat recently about his involvement in a game that everybody is super hyped about called Sonic Forces. I don't know if you heard
I've
about
heard
it.
that
Have you
game.
heard about it? You heard about it? It's got a third character. Exciting.
Right. I heard that Sonic Forces is a game to teach kids about physics, right?
Yeah. It's about saying no when someone
Oh.
forces themselves on you.
That's the greatest
God.
description I've ever heard for the game, Jamie.
He's confirmed that he's still busy working on the sound creation for Sonic Forces. And basically, and also explained why they revealed the theme at South by Southwest. Basically saying that he was told to do it and he didn't think it was ready because it was far off from being finished. But, you know, sometimes you have to do what you don't want to. And that's when you need to say no. Sonic Forces.
What's Tomoya Otani worked on previously? Like music-wise in Sonic?
Oh, heck. I mean, I know he did some Lost World stuff, but it's a lot earlier than that. I try to remember what.
For a minute, when the soundtrack for Forces was shown at South by Southwest, or, you know, they revealed it, for a minute there was a lot of people saying, oh, it sounds like something out of Black Knight. And I was like, wait a minute, did he work on Black Knight? And then I went and looked it up and I was like, wait, hang on a minute, that was Richard Jocks, you know, Howard Dross and things like that. And
No,
Shintanoi,
he was-
obviously. I was like, oh, fuck, because if it was that, I would have been like, yeah.
Okay, let's see. Let's look. He did some music for, it looks like, a Choo Choo Rocket composition arrangement. Of course, Sonic Adventure 2 was the first Sonic game he worked on.
Oh, well, that's a good sign then, I guess.
Let's see, he did some stuff for Space Channel 5, Part 2, Billy
So
Hatcher.
basically, he's very familiar with Sega territory.
He did Hang Castle and Sonic Heroes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Some stuff
good.
in Shadow, some stuff in the Sonic 06.
So we can all agree that
Rush,
having him on the
Journey of Dreams,
project...
Unleashed. Mario
This is
a good
Color.
thing.
He
Yeah.
did reveal more. Well, not really reveal, but he discussed
So he
more.
did a lot. Oh, and Sonic Runners. He did Sonic Runners.
Ooh, okay.
I like the music in Sonic Runners. I thought it was pretty good.
It is pretty
Yeah,
good.
it was pretty good.
The version revealed, he said, is only a short version. You still do not know the whole structure of the song.
That makes
Basically just
sense.
him singing it, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Joke.
Also, quite interesting. I don't know what he meant by this, but he says, this main theme is going to be used in an important scene in the game. I guess it will be used in a different way than how a main theme is usually used, but no doubt a very exciting scene. The last piano phrase will also be used in a very important part of the game, and it is related to the story and meaning of the lyrics.
Oh. Lyrics, eh?
That's interesting.
Who's going to be doing the lyrics? I'm very confused. Is it going to be Cash Cash again or some shit?
No, I mean, no, it could be.
I don't think it would be.
I mean, maybe it's him. Maybe it's Sonoe. Maybe it's.
Sonoy wouldn't sing it.
Well, I mean, the lyrics. I thought you just meant writing the lyrics.
If Sonoy sung it, it'd be like, you know, Sandy good for size, and he'd be like really disjointed English or
Maybe-
something.
Maybe they'll call Johnny Gioli.
That would be the ideal world, but it will probably not happen.
Well, whoever they've decided, it must be done because he says it's actually already almost complete. I think you're wondering about the lyrics and the singer, but please wait a little more for that.
I wanna.
I'm quite excited. I want to see if this is going to be one of those Sonic themes that can be like, we can have stuck in our heads for like 12 years. Because I like those kind of Sonic themes. Like, open your heart or live and learn. We need another one of those, you know?
Right. Like, are the lyrics going to be more along that line, or is it going to be more like
Jeez.
Sonic Forces?
Yeah, like
Sonic
cheesy.
Sonic show fan Mario Kong says that the current release demo of the theme tune sounds like Chocolate Rain by Taze on
What?
I'm trying to think about it in my head and like pair them up.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, which part of the song are we talking about?
That is definitely something I'm going to be listening to after this show's over. Because that's something I definitely need to hear. But guys, there's more news.
Whoa!
Sega Japan are being dicks on YouTube. Want to stream Persona 5 or do a Let's Play? No! Want to play that
What?
stupid
Well, if you
fucking
insist, I will.
columns Puyo Puyo Tetris bullshit crossover game? Want to upload videos of that? No!
Oh, but it's Mean Bean Machine 2. Just without
they are
Eggman.
happy for you to upload videos on personal blogs, but not on any commercial website.
Oh,
Like
that
they said,
sucks.
you may upload videos on your personal and non-profit blog homepage or Twitter.
Twitter.
So,
Oh,
what game is this for again?
Um,
The Tetris one.
yes. And
Or Persona. Who?
interestingly,
Boobs.
it, not only can you not stream it, but or upload it, they're even more stricter on what parts of the game you can upload. Sega Japan is warning players against uploading any part of the main adventure mode in fear of spoilers.
Oh.
oh.
Not on the
Apparently,
game it's for
there's
anyway.
spoilers for that game.
Look, I don't want to know what color the blocks are before I play it.
So, Jamie, we're not going to be getting a playthrough of that for the Sonic Show channel.
We are not, no.
Aw.
Unfortunately, because
Oh no.
so I do apologise.
Damn.
So, not very excited. Though there is good news. Sega America announced that they will not be enforcing the same rules. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yay.
However,
Because
what-
they're cool.
What they never seem to realise is Sega Japan will claim stuff from anywhere in the world, as I've learnt many a time myself.
Oh.
As I once had a bunch of
What
Sonic
about
4.
Sega Europe?
They don't have power over it. No, we once, Sega Japan once, basically got us a strike ages ago for Sonic 4 Episode 1 trailer. They strike the channel for a trailer, and we went to Sega America and said, yeah, fix this. And Sega America were really cool about it. Says, oh, we don't do anything like that. I said, but Sega Japan did. And they were like, oh, sorry, well, we can't tell them what to do, so you'll have to message them. It's like, oh, I'll just go message Sega Japan with my Japanese, okay.
Google Translate.
Oh, Jamie, there's emojis of us now. Sorry, that was really weird. Okay, continue. There's emojis of us. Go check. It's so cool.
Where is it?
Just
Don't-
open the
don't-
fucking emoji thing.
There isn't one of Nicole yet. Shh, don't upset her.
Oh, look, there's a monk stick.
Thanks,
Guys, I'm
Jamie.
going to spam the chat with monk sticks, okay?
Ow.
Please, everyone.
Sex, that's the female. I detect sexism.
Hang on, let me just... Bam.
Oh, no. No,
Bam.
Scourge, this is the thing we tell the other people not to do.
Nice. Bad
The
influence.
correct way to do
Okay, I'm
it
done. I
is
had to get it out of my
emoji
system.
of you smoking a monk stiff saying waft.
Waft. There it is. Nice.
Anyway, this means nothing to the people listening at home.
Okay.
Next news item.
Whoa.
And our last news item. Because the obvious one's going to be the topic. Don't get fucking triggered, Nicole. Like you did last time. Who enjoys a bit of Sega CD gaming?
Me.
I enjoy my Sega CD Model 2. I wish I had a Model 1. Very sad.
And who enjoys that classic game Night Trap?
Night Trap. Da, da. I have that for the Sega CD 32X. It's really good.
It's really shitty, to be honest.
No, it's great. It's great because look, you play the game. They sing the song. You can't listen to the song if you want to beat the game.
It's great in, like, a shitty way. Like, it's terrible, but, like, I love it because it's terrible. Like, it's like one of those really bad B movies that's, like, a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So anyway, yeah, what about that, Jamie? Please continue.
Who here in the chat has never played that game?
Go, chat, go.
Yeah. Also, who here in my co-hosts have never played the game?
That would be me.
Aren't
Hey,
you,
I'm not alive, thank Christ.
aren't you both so lucky? Because it's being re-released this year for the 25th anniversary. And I'm not even joking, it's being re-released in physical format for the PlayStation 4.
What? Wait,
I
what?
want it. I want it.
Wait, Jamie, I haven't heard about this. What is this? Is this a remake or like?
No, it's a re-release, and
Are you kidding me?
I'm gonna share a trailer on the official PlayStation channel for those who want to.
Oh my god!
Who finally want to play.
What the fuck is
Has
this?
ever a
This
game
is so stupid.
has ever a game not demanded a re-release more than this?
Well,
Who's-
you know, they tried bringing it back a couple years ago. Remember, there was a Kickstarter, and it didn't quite work.
Oh, this is hilarious! Oh my god!
Now, if people want to know, I will most definitely be doing a Let's Play of this.
Oh yeah, please.
If there was ever a reason to have the Sonic Show cast physically unite, it would be to do a Let's Play of this
Yes. Oh my god, can we do that?
It's a really good game.
game. We'll do
Yeah, I
that
wanna sit
and
there
make
and
chili
play.
dogs. It's gonna be amazing.
Yep.
Remember, this is one of the games that caused the
big uproar.
the ESRB rating system to
Yeah.
become a thing.
Oh boy.
Oh, right, okay.
So it's a
That's
big
okay.
deal.
It was this and Mortal Kombat, but this
Mhm.
was cooler because it's got data plated.
It's got like weird rapey vampire-y people in it. I
I
don't
feel
know.
so uncultured that I have never played this.
With like
Night Trap
needle
is
things
an
that
important
needle
part,
you in the butt.
very important part of gaming history.
They diddle you in the
Sorry.
butt.
Oh,
Oh, dear
sounds
God.
fun.
That's the plot. Go play it.
Sounds sexy.
So sure, let's. Well, we do have one last piece of news brought to our attention.
Whoa!
That was the most effeminate scream we've ever done. Who here watches the overhyped and overloved Angry Video Game Nerd?
Oh boy.
Oh, yes, I do.
like him. He's pretty cool.
Alright.
He hasn't been for about 5 years, but okay. He finally reviewed Sonic 06 this week,
Oh,
Yeah,
dear
sure.
God.
and I watched a few minutes and then got bored and stopped watching it because I forgot that he isn't any good anymore.
It's really just such a. I can never hate AVGN. Like I will never hate him. He's just a little bit stale now in comparison to everyone else.
Yeah, he's
Well,
like
yeah,
us.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
No.
he had a shtick, and
The shtick's dead.
well, I think it's also because he doesn't really care about like newer games. Like his wheelhouse was the NES and the Super Nintendo, so he's dealing with a modern game, and he's just regurgitating things that he's heard other people talk about,
Yeah.
and he puts himself in front of a green screen. And it feels very much like I am obligated to do this because I want people to stop asking me to do this instead of
Yeah.
something he was.
And the other thing I noticed is he doesn't seem angry anymore.
No. Like I said, I can never hate him.
Stop posting that picture.
He was
Maybe
great.
he was just disappointed in the game
And I like
itself.
his surname is Rolf. It's a great name. Life has many doors, Ed boy.
Oh my gosh. What? Oh, that's so annoying.
Gankers! Gankers!
That was my fucking show. Don't even.
Anyway, we're sabotaging your show.
You do that every week.
hmm
Right, it's
There.
time for. I think that's enough news. Do we agree we've had enough news? Good.
Suppose.
Yeah.
Fine.
I
Which
want one night
means-
trap.
Which means we need to move on. It's time.
Yes.
It is time to
I
discuss
think we shall.
today's topic. And oh my, what a fucking topic we have today.
Warning, the following segment contains opinions. Try not to be triggered. It couldn't be an opinion zone without opinions after all. Talking of which, today's topic of drivel is...
Sonic Forces
balls.
today.
Oh.
This was so well timed.
That's for the after show. No, today's topic is new footage from Sonic Forces was released today.
Whoa.
Showing what appeared to be a whole act of classic Sonic in what the Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter itself posted as Green Hill Zone. So,
Okay.
if anyone wants or maybe it's not Green Hill Zone, or maybe it's just like a Green Hill Zone type zone. No, it's Green Hill Zone, according to the official Sonic Twitter, unless the official Sonic Twitter is wrong.
I think they goofed. I'm going to say someone goofed. I'm going to hope that it's not just
Do you
Green
think
Hill Zone
Gene's
again.
going to get fired?
I mean, it looks like Green Hill. They called it Green Hill, but I guess that's getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, we're going to get into it anyway, obviously. We're going to dissect this thing,
in
this
fact,
beach.
I'm going to bring the footage up myself, because I have a lot of opinions on this fucking thing.
I did not expect footage to just suddenly drop today. Like, I legit had like a spit coffee moment when I saw that it was out.
It was really
It was a
very
random.
random
It was
moment.
like, oh, okay, well, that's the thing. So
Well, maybe someone at Sega realized the show was happening and went, "Oh, they have nothing to talk about. You better release something."
Yeah.
So, for those who don't know, in fact, I've just sent a link to something that no one can watch. Let's try that again. Yeah, the footage came out today. It seems to be the start and beginning of an act. There's I'm going to start off with my opinions on certain aspects, and then I'd love you guys to chime in and tell me why I'm wrong. That's what we do. First thing I want to comment on is the music to the video. Now, it's very obviously not... Okay.
That reaction.
Is that a duck? I thought.
It's clearly not the music to the zone, as it so clearly starts slightly afterwards, and when it loops, it gets louder. So it's clearly been added in post. However, it must be music from the game, and that does not fill me with confidence. Personally, it sounds very Sonic 4, which means it sounds nothing like anything that's ever been on a Genesis, ever.
Oh, fuck it. This is a modern Sonic game.
But
You might as well bridge the gap, right?
well, it's like, it's just, and it's very plinky plonky.
Just go with Sonic 4. It's the closest thing to
it's
both.
Obviously, the music I will no doubt vary. I don't think this is the act music. Obviously, we have no idea.
I hope it is. It's really upbeat.
I like it.
It sounds like Rooftop Run or some shit.
If it was playing the Casio keyboard with your tits, no.
And all that shit.
Who
I don't know.
thinks to themselves, I know, you know what we need for this new game that's going to turn everyone around to love us again? Let's get that Sonic 4 sound font lying around.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I mean, there were a couple notes that reminded me of Splash Hill, and I was like, "Oh no!"
Do you think that's deliberate?
Splash Hill. It should never be deliberate, but
Splash Hill is okay. Unpopular opinions.
Silence after you said that.
I'm joking. It's a piece of shit, but like at least
Not joking.
this zone. It looks like it's not entirely Green Hill. Like, I mean, it kind of like the beginning bit and the little like platform with the ring box on top of it and stuff, and the motor bug.
It reminds me a lot of Green Hill from Generations, but with less level design.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
But like,
We've added more to it though since we saw it in the Nintendo Direct. So
the thing is it's weird because in the beginning it's like Green Hill, but then like literally 1/4 into the level, it completely just goes off in its own direction.
Yeah,
It's just
like-
Bad.
It's bad.
it's weird.
see, I woke up this morning and I looked at my phone and I saw some alerts and I was like, "Oh no, what happened?" I watched the footage, my eyes still half blurry, and for at least the first 15 seconds, I thought I was watching Generations and was super confused because I was like, "Oh, it doesn't look as pretty." And it doesn't
There
look
is,
because there's a little in the level where I feel like there's a set piece that was better done in Generations,
Yeah.
but instead it's like,
I guess.
"Oh,
Yeah.
we're not doing." Yeah, but it's like since the camera is the same, it isn't even like
Two
you know,
things-
like in Sonic Generations, there's. Oh, go on. Yeah,
I
sorry.
was just no. Finish your point because mine slightly deters from what you were talking about.
The saying, like in Generations, like you see classic Sonic, like there's bits where he runs around that one. It's on a loop. It's like the little you start on top and you go to the bottom and you loop behind the camera, or not behind the camera. What is that thing called?
It's like a spiral staircase sort of effect when he goes around towards the end of the level.
Right, so you do the spiral thing, and the camera shifts, and it's like makes it look more dynamic. And then there's moments when classic Sonic is like in the air, and the camera just shifts a bit and tries to make it look more interesting. And in this, it doesn't do any of that, which less interesting because the level design itself doesn't seem to be all that different, or it's not like this brand take.
It's a lot of flat platforms, I noticed. It's a lot of like straight lines. It was quite interesting. Two things I noticed was I didn't understand the excessive use of like hidden springs. I didn't get that. Like you would just run and then suddenly at the end a spring would just propel you forward that wasn't there. Either that's something and it's supposed to be visible, or they just thought, fuck it, we're just going to shove springs mysteriously at the end.
Well, they had shit like that in Sonic Advance, right? Like hidden springs that you couldn't see, but then as soon as you touch them, they appear.
Yeah, but there's just a lot of them.
They spring out of the ground and you can see the coils.
One of the things I loved most when I was playing
looking through the
Mania-
footage so I can
nitpick.
nitpick.
I don't know if anyone else noticed this. Compare, what I loved about Mania from the little I've played of it was the the verticality of the level design, as well as what appeared to be mainly I couldn't find any bottomless pits that I can recall. And this game seems to have them all over the place, because I don't know if you noticed, but they have brought back the warning signs about bottomless pits. However, rather than being a big fucking orange sign saying "die here," they are now themed to the level, so it would appear. So in this level, wherever there's a bottomless pit, there's like a wooden cross on the underneath the platform. And if you...
I get that's kind of cute. I like that.
That's kind of cute, but two things. One, they're so themed into the design, you could almost not notice them, making them redundant. And two, we've moved on from bottomless pits. What are you doing?
Jamie, we didn't hear the second point because you cut out.
You squealed.
I think I blew my mic.
Hey, Radio Sega, you want to know what this level is like? It's like Sonic Team took a really early, really bad ROM hack of Sonic 1, right? So it's got all the flat levels, and it's got the little run into a wall, so you got to go left. Oh, there's another wall, so you got to go right. So they took that, right? And then they said, how can we make this worse? Let's send it to DIMP so they can put bottomless pits all over the place. And then they showed us, and it's great.
Yeah. Hi, Skylar, by the way. And also, Skylar,
that was
I thought...
today's random thought from Skylar.
Yeah. Dimp's worked on Sonic 4, right?
You need a jingle for that, I think.
I
so
literally
Skylar
just
worked
thought
on
that
Sonic
right
4
now.
too. So Skylar worked on this new Green Hill thing. Thanks, Skylar.
No, but
Welcome.
Everything he says is correct. I noticed that the physics, you can see the physics are different to Generations. You can just look at the character and the way he just suddenly stops when he jumps on things, and when he hits,
see the physics.
It's true though. When he runs, it just stops suddenly. And also, I noticed when he goes through these extremely excessive boost pads everywhere, it pushes him through the area that when goes like a loop or a tunnel, but then he slows down. So it means it's just like a scripted bit. It's forcing him along, and then it goes to
Oh, but let's be honest. Generations was the same.
It's just really
bloody same.
It wasn't the same. And
in Green Hill Zone, on the little spiral thing that you guys were talking about, that's massively automated.
Yes,
it might be
fine,
cinematic. It's so automated.
It's my point is, it's just. It was.
It's not.
It's a lot. It was a lot more smoother than it is in here, and obviously.
Yeah, but this this isn't finished. Yeah,
this isn't finished, but this is clearly heavily taken from a game they've already made. So why they should be moving forward, not backwards?
Yeah, I think that the thing to take away from this is just why the fuck Green Hill? Why?
I get the feeling sometimes that they're a little afraid to take a bit of a risk because of what's happened. With what they've tried to experiment and it's ended up being horrible.
True.
I think they're a little bit afraid sometimes to take that sort of plunge to try
Visually, I will say that there were a few little things I noticed throughout the gameplay that I kind of liked. Like I noticed that they actually have the Sonic 1 checkpoint posts. In Generations, they had the shitty ones. And in this
I
game,
noticed
they have the actual ones. That's nice. And I saw that I like the explosion effect when you hit the badniks. It's more vibrant and powerful. In Generations, it was just like a little puff of smoke and some 2D gears fly out. And
Drop Dash.
And Drop Dash, yeah. Hell yeah, Drop Dash. That's good stuff. I like that. And it's a clear link between Mania and Forces, and that's cool. Because we all know, guys, that in the end of Sonic Mania, spoiler alert, if you collect all the emeralds and beat the final boss, you get a secret ending where he goes through a portal and it's Sonic Forces by. That's the end. I just ruined it.
I like the Sonic CD style spin when he hits on a bounce pad.
Yes,
bounce pad.
I like.
Oh yeah, they did the little twirly thing.
I like that. I like the animation. The new enemy designs. I guess you see a better look of them in here. They're all just a lot of shapes with eyes.
Well, they look like more simplistic versions of like existing badniks, but they definitely give off more of an intimidating vibe than the originals. Like they look a bit more scary. Plus, did you notice they had the new egg-shaped egg pawns in the level as well that you see in the modern Sonic gameplay as well?
Yes. Yeah.
They were like shooting at him and shit.
Now, a lot of people on Twitter have been comparing this to the footage shown at the Nintendo Direct, saying, "Look how far they've come in the short time." My argument to that would be that my assumption of that was that's what the Switch gameplay looks like, and this is what the next gen or current gen, footage looks like. Therefore, the Switch version is going to look slightly worse. Just accept it.
Yes, hilarious. I hope it does.
So
the one thing I will say that I really like the fact it actually looks quite vibrant and color.
Yes.
I think it stands out, and then and that's always a good thing. You always want to like to stand out and sort of be. And I know that the physics sometimes can be a bit dodgy.
I know people are complaining visually, but I think visually it looks quite nice. It looks very nice, and I don't doubt that it'll be enjoyable to play. It's just like you said, it's a bit disjointed. The level design
on a technical level in terms of its graphics. Seeing this footage puts me a lot more at rest compared to the Switch stuff we saw. Though I don't understand what the excessive wiggling grass is about. It's not that fucking windy. It looks like someone's walking along with a fucking hairdryer across it. But it's that's
windy. It's Windy Hill.
No, it's Sonic's running speed. It's a gust of wind, guys. Come on, Sonic Riders.
Wind that just blows everything. Oh wait, just the grass.
Just blows everything.
Yeah. Don't.
Oh God.
But no, it's not that. It's interesting. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be a Sonic fan anymore. Maybe this isn't me anymore.
Jamie, you're so fucking negative.
It could be worse. Remember E3 2014 when he went, "Look, here's Sonic Boom: Rise of Lurk," and everybody went, "That's clearly not finished." Oh dear God.
I'm gonna say it now.
That's at least something rather than nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah. I'm just concerned. Like, I'm worried that with Mania coming out and then this coming out in the same year, that it's just going to confirm my feelings that Sonic Team shouldn't be making Sonic games anymore. And they should just let other people who like Sonic.
Wait. Speaking of Mania, I'm not sure if there's been mentioned yet. The drop dash thing is in there.
Yeah, we know. Yeah. I know. When that was one of the first things I noticed when I played it, I did it on Instagram and Twitter. You may have seen it. But which is fine. I guess it's cool if they've taken something from Mania. It's a new move. I wish they could have taken
really
more of a level design and quality and physics that Mania has. But I guess we can't move everything. I guess if you want, it's just really weird, and I don't get it.
Yeah. Right. I think one of the biggest problems with the footage is that it is being compared to everything else. If Sonic had been missing for a few years and you saw that, you'd be like, "Oh wow, cool." But we are comparing it to Generations, which, like we know how that played, and it doesn't seem like it's better than Generations, and in a couple aspects maybe it's worse. And then there's also Mania, which is like 1-to-1 exactly how classic Sonic should be, and they are doing things with it to make it look different. Like, Act 2 has the different background and the different the gimmicks and stuff, and meanwhile this is just, it's Green Hill, but there's sand in the background.
See, I find it interesting that out of the two games, it feels like Mania's doing more to separate it or feel like a progression than what is technically the new game.
I guess.
It's just really strange.
It's too safe for me.
It's
I do like it, and it's going to be, like I've said, I love the look of Mania. Mania looks outstandingly good, and I can't wait to play it. But it does feel like, it's a very safe game. You're not. We know it's going to be good. You cannot fail with Mania.
No, okay.
With Forces, I like it just because like they're trying to be ballsy with it.
How?
They're going to try and be ballsy.
What from today's footage suggests they're being ballsy with anything?
Well,
it's
no,
Green
not necessarily.
Hill,
Not necessarily the classic Sonic side of it. I mean more so what we've seen from modern, this custom, or whatever,
gameplay.
Like sort of gameplay. So, yeah.
What's bold about it?
So, like, I don't know.
It's Generations 2. It's the safest option they could take.
Yeah,
and I know they said it's not Generations 2, and I believe them actually on that point. But why show Green Hill? What? They're not doing themselves any favors in my eyes.
Maybe they get worried and think that they're going too far off the beaten track, and just to make it feel better, they just go, we'll throw Green Hill in. That'll make everyone happy.
Could have been Emerald Hill.
It could have been Emerald Hill. Could have been Angel Island. It could have been Country fucking Panic.
Me. And like now it makes me wonder, like, is the like, I'm Sonic, I'm fighting a war, look at my edge, and then classic Sonic just in Green Hill again. Is that going to gel well together? Are they going to clash? Is it not going to work together? Like, is it going to be too jarring? I've got so many questions, and Sega aren't answering them. They're just giving me more questions, which stresses me out. I don't want fucking Bubsy the cat in the game. I'm upset.
That's what's fun about it. All the questions. We don't have questions about Mania. Mania's going to be good. We don't need to question it, but what's good to question is Forces, because it's exciting. It's mysterious. It might be mysterious in a bad way, but either way, it's still got that.
Well, I guess it's the question of, like, what would you rather buy? Would you buy a game that you have no idea whether it's good or bad, or would you want to buy a game that you definitely know is 100% good?
Yeah. Because sometimes when you play a game, it's nice experiencing it for yourself and not knowing what you're going to get, and then you going, hey, that was really good, or hey, that was a piece of shit. But you can still say, I did that. You know what I mean? With Mania, it's going to be great. You guys, you know what you're signing up for when you play Mania. But that's not a bad thing either, I'm
gonna say, like, from a media point of view, and like all of us do cover Sonic the Hedgehog in YouTube channels, this podcast, social media. So it's all not our jobs, but it's part of our hobby. Like, we're all reasonably present in the community, and we do cover this sort of stuff. So from that side of view, Sonic Forces is great because it gives us things like this to talk about, and like we can all cry together, and oh my god, and Sonic Mania isn't as exciting to cover because while I would agree, yes, it is predictable. It's going to be good. So what's there to talk about? But from a consumer, as a customer, as a Sonic fan, I want a game I know is going to be good. I don't want to have a game that I'm slightly worried is going to be shit.
Well, I guess.
Do you think, Ginny, as well, that another thing as well would be they've tried and tried and tried, and they know as well how wonderful the community is with its opinions, that they're a little afraid to take that risk again because they've had so many kickbacks. That's what that you could see. Sort of, they're going, do we? Oh, maybe not, and then they back off. Maybe they need to sort of think about, like, after this eventual game finishes, do they go, right, do we take another stab? There's also as well the thing that I dread to say it, are Sonic fans looking for the game after Sonic Adventure 2 that they want so badly?
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. People have. I said this to someone the other day. People spout continuously that they want Sonic Adventure 3, but like we just had Ukulele, and people said they wanted a Banjo 3, and look how that went. Do we really want Sonic Adventure 3?
Nobody wants
Or are
Sonic
we just
Adventure 3.
confusing
Yeah,
ourselves?
It's not that they want. It's not that they want Adventure 3. They want a game that gives them the same feeling
But that's
that they had
why
the first time
Forces
they played.
exists. That's why Forces exists. You know, that they basically said it themselves, didn't they? They said we are returning to a kind of a darker feeling because of what people want. So,
Well, I don't even mean like the tone of the game. I mean the feeling of being maybe like that early teen or that kid or whatever. When you sit down
to have their childhood again. Like,
Right,
I play Sonic Adventure 2. I will go back to it all the time, and I know for a fact if you critically look at it as a game compared to other platformers, doesn't hold up very well. But you always go back to it because it was a time in my teens that I like. It's a nostalgic thing, and that's why people want Adventure 3. I don't want to talk about Adventure 3. Fucking
magical
Facebook group.
Yeah, okay, let's But, besides Adventure 3, I was born in the transition era of Sonic, though. You know, when it went into 3D. Well, not born, sorry. Born? What? I was born in the transition era when it... No. That doesn't make sense.
Grew up in the transition
well, actually,
era?
it kind of was, because it was starting to go into 3D. Anyway, I started to get into Sonic around the transition era. So, you know, adventure kind of toned games really hold a special place in my heart. So I really want to, you know, play Forces and get that same feel, like you said, that nostalgic feel. That's what I really, really want.
But I think
I'm scared, Jamie.
With generations really played the nostalgic card for the older fans, and it worked because they hadn't done it before, and it worked. With this, it feels like they are trying to do the nostalgic card for the older fans, which doesn't work because they've already done it, and also Sonic Mania is out, so it's just doesn't have that impact because it's so everywhere. But then also the modern side, or from the Forces side, and the whole grunge paint star logo shit. That seems I don't know. I don't know if that's what you were getting at, Scourge, but I feel to a degree that is also pandering to the nostalgic of the adventure fans, and that era. But then you're doing a game that's trying to appeal to two audiences. It's a lot.
Yeah, they're also stagnating classic Sonic as well, by the way. Like, they're actually turning classic Sonic into a hated image now by having him in Forces, because everyone's like, fuck off, classic Sonic.
This is the thing,
Hey.
But that's what's happening. And then, you know, like, eventually everyone's going to hate classic Sonic because he's overused. They need to leave classic Sonic alone.
Yeah,
but in the 90s, Sonic.
The thing
Memories.
Is, though, Sega,
corners of my mind.
Sega do this all the time. Sega have a habit of burning out things, and they are doing it here. So with the classic Sonic stuff, I think if I would have been happy with just Sonic Mania and a modern Sonic Forces. I think
same.
I think it's very clear that Mania coming out the same year as Forces was not originally the intention. Mania's obviously come around a lot later than Forces has. So maybe if Mania didn't exist, there wouldn't be so much backlash. It's who knows? It's just, but then I think it's just when I watch the gameplay, I don't know why, but when I watched the gameplay, it didn't make me go, oh, it was really underwhelmed.
It was kind of basic, but it doesn't look like, I don't know, a piece of shit in a way. Like it looks hopeful. That's good.
We can't judge the whole game based on very little gameplay that we've seen.
We can't base the whole game on the 30 seconds modern Sonic, but we can base the 1 minute 39 seconds of footage based on those seconds of footage. So within that footage, I'm not impressed. So judging the footage on its own, I wasn't impressed. It's nice
I'm
to
just
see
waiting
they
for the
brought
rest
item
of the
boxes back. That's quite cool. And again,
well, Jamie, let's just wait until E3 and we'll get a story trailer, and then we'll see if the game's worth our time.
Oh god, third character.
Because that's what'll happen.
I don't want Bubsy the cat. I can't do it.
Oh yeah, we need Bubsy.
No, it's Bubsy. This is Sonic Forces is Bubsy 5. It's the greatest synergy that we've ever seen. The greatest Sonic synergy we've ever seen.
Oh man.
Because remember the last game that was almost called Sonic Synergy.
Well, hey, Bubsy, look, the proud tradition of Bubsy the cat.
Making
He's gonna be running in that
great.
game. jumping, and he'll land on enemies, and it'll all turn into exclamation points. He'll get to the end, he'll shout, "What could possibly go wrong?" And that's when the entire franchise is canceled because Bubsy was there, right? That's what's going on.
Just like his
internet. In summary, we're going to move on, but in summary, I just want to say that I don't think the game's going to be bad. I'm still extremely concerned about it. Every time I get more footage, it doesn't calm my fears. It just exacerbates them. But, again, you can't judge the whole thing by this footage. At the same time, I don't understand... If this is the footage they thought would impress us, I'm worried what they don't want to show us. So hopefully they've got some really awesome stuff waiting for us at E3. Again, Sonic Mania, pre-order it now.
And on the plus side, Sonic Mania.
Awesome!
I guess it's time we move along again. Now we can do it.
What?
I did a thing wrong. Don't question me, alright? Shut up.
Once upon a time, there was a lonely, lonely man who had an uncomfortable obsession with large purple cats. He would go about his life, hanging in the shadows, always there but never quite fully present, quietly learning and understanding the world around him. Some people could even call it lurking. Luckily for him, he accidentally joined a super famous podcast about fast mammals, where he could prove to the world his years of hanging in the background had paid off. It's time to play Learning with the Lurker.
Singing along. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry. David!
Lurking.
Hello, David.
Hi. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. You sound a bit better now. I'm assuming you said you wanted to hear, or you cut out.
No.
For those who do not know, this is Learning with Lurker. We have a co-host, David the Lurker. If you're in the chat, you can probably see him there lurking right now. Every week we like to learn new things with him. This week we are learning a fact about ourselves. Hooray! How this works is each of the co-hosts, so me, Sega Scourge, Nicole, and Irish David, are all going to tell David a fact, a little story about themselves, and David has to work out which one of them is the real truth, because only one of these stories is true. The rest are a lie. Can you believe it?
All made up to mess with my head.
I'm ready. I'm so excited. So, we'll go first to me. So how it works is all of us are going to tell David a sentence or two describing what's going on, and then he will afterwards go and interview us for more information. But we'll just give him a brief idea of what it's about, okay? I will go first. Hello, David.
Eh?
This show works really well when the fucking connection just drops. So, David, here's my fact for you. You ready?
I am ready if I'm still connected.
You are still connected. Listen carefully. So, hello, David. My little fact is that I have a copy of Sonic All-Stars Racing on the Xbox 360 autographed by H from Steps, a 90s boy band. Pop band. Yeah. Woo. What a fun fact.
That's a very odd fact. Okay.
David, you should have learned. David, you should have learned that there's always odd facts in this game.
That's true.
Nicole!
Hi.
Yo, Nicole!
Hi, David.
Yo, Nicole! Hi.
Okay, so my fact is that quite recently, actually, in university, there's a few guys in my course that are Sonic fans. Oh, wait, did I cut out?
No, you didn't.
No, I just... you guys went, uh-oh.
Damn it, David, you scared me. And basically, I got into quite a heated So I have argument over Sonic VAs.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's an interesting conversation to have with people you don't know.
Boring.
Irish David,
Yes,
would you like to tell David your fun fact?
I shall indeed. Young Master David.
Oh, hello, old Master David.
Oh shit.
I once had the foreseen pleasure of standing outside my local game shop in the bucketing rain for 3 hours to get my pre-order copy of Sonic 06 on the Xbox 360. That's my fun fact.
That's really depressing.
Yes, it is.
Unbelievable.
And Sega Scourge.
Hi, David. Hey, you.
Hello, Mr. the Scourge. I see you.
Sorry, I left my
survived.
underwear around yours the other day.
Oh, that's a... What?
I'll pick them up
Oh.
next time I'm around.
Okay.
Anyway, my fun fact. I once did a terrible cosplay of Scourge the Hedgehog at Summer of Sonic 2012.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
So, David,
that is depressing. Okay.
your facts for today are me, that I had a Sonic video game signed by someone who isn't actually anything to do with Sonic. You have Nicole, who got into an argument over Sonic with some uni people. You have Irish David, who basically queued for the world's shittiest game. And you have Sega Scourge, who cosplayed as the world's shittiest character. So, are you ready to start
Triggered.
guessing?
Good man.
Are you ready to start getting in there with those questions, David?
I'm gonna start diving right in. Okay.
Let's start with the. I gotta play music
see,
first.
who
Fuck.
Oh, right.
That's the guessing
Right,
music,
this-
people.
Filth.
This is me coming out of the shadows.
I just imagine David walking slowly from a dark alleyway with his rubbing his hands together sinisterly.
I heard you.
We're doing like the cat sort of walk with the hands. Oh, dear
The West
God.
Side Story where he's just clicking his fingers as he's walking towards you.
David, just a reminder, you have 15 minutes.
15? It's 6:30.
We have the rest of the show.
Oh, I didn't realize there was more. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to defy convention, and I'm gonna start. Yeah,
Go.
I'm in that mood. All right. So you had an argument with fellow students over.
No, it's just one. It wasn't like multiple. It was just the one.
Who was the topic of conversation related?
Literally, Sonic's voice actors. Like, which one's the best?
Oh, okay. Now, how long ago was this conversation?
Ago?
Okay. Already knew we're Sonic fans. You've talked
I
about
mean,
it
yeah,
before.
we've been. Well, I mean, it kind of started like working, and they were talking like how they were talking like Sonic VA. They said something that kind of triggered me, and so I just kind of had to, and it kind of got heated from there. Opinions don't mix.
What was the trigger? What did they say? What was the thing that
They were
triggered?
just ranting about Roger Craig Smith.
saying how sexy he was? Yeah.
No, David, what the fuck? It was one of those, like, oh, he's such a terrible actor, and I just hate people that say that, because it's like, he's not a terrible actor. You may not like his voice for Sonic, but he's not a bad actor, so I kind of stepped in. It was very chill to begin with, but like I said, it just got very...
Oh.
in the end.
Was there any physical violence?
Oh, no, God, no, are you kidding? I've been kicked out. We're mature adults that argue over Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay. So how many people were there in this conversation?
It literally was just kind of me and this. I mean, his the people he was originally talking to were just kind of there, and then I think they went off like to do their own work. I wasn't really paying attention to them.
Oh, did the other people not really care what he had to say?
I mean, I guess so. If they walked off, so yeah.
Okay. So you're standing there defending Roger Craig Smith. Was he saying one of the other Sonic voice-over guys was better? In Drummond, of course,
Yeah.
always comes back to Ryan.
Pretty much.
Well, did you Roger to everyone else, or were you like?
I mean, I
hey?
gotta be honest, yeah, I like Roger, and I know people are gonna get triggered by that, but I mean, I personally really like Roger the best, you know? I don't know, he just kind of brings that sassiness to Sonic, I love it.
Sussy, sassy sus. It's fun. Like, what was that? Okay. All right. Well, okay. At what point did it go from civil discourse to aggressive? What was the moment?
The guy already was a bit, like, aggressive in his tone, you know?
Mhm.
Like, he was kind of, like, you know, kind of talking down to me in a way, and he just kept saying stuff like, well, you're wrong, you know, Ryan is the best. You're stupid to think that Roger is the best one. He's too deep, blah blah. And I was just kind of like, okay, I don't really like the way you're talking to me. I did try to diffuse it, but again, he just kept going, saying you're stupid, you're wrong, and I was just like, okay, shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Just walked off. Honestly, in the end, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go back to work because this is pointless.
What's his name?
What does it matter?
What's his first name?
You're not, I say a name, you're gonna be like, oh, cool, I don't know who that person is.
Oh no, I was just asking what his first name was.
I think, yeah, Caleb. I'm not entirely good. I still don't really know all the names of the people in the class. So I think it's Caleb. Yeah, it's Caleb. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
19-year-old uni students.
Have you talked to him at all since?
I Facebooked him not so long ago, you know, saying like, look, we got a bit aggressive, we got a bit heated, I'm sorry, and we kind of apologized. Wait, what happened?
Jamie left for a minute.
Well,
Oh.
yeah, no, he's back.
Sorry.
Quick on the update, Nicole. Jeez.
Okay, he's like, I'm
Sorry,
tired of
you guys are
recording
working
this.
for me.
Goodbye. What?
Oops. Okay, you gotta move on, David. You got 3 other people to interview.
This is true. I do gotta move on. I think. All right, yeah. I'm gonna move on to Mr. Scourge.
Oh shit! I shouldn't have said anything. I'm just...
Right, this is all your fault. You brought it up. All right, so you cosplayed at Summer of Sonic 2012.
Yes.
Really regret it.
Yes. Oh, you don't understand how much.
Okay, now what consisted? Like, what did you wear as the cosplay? Like, what did you do to
The
yourself?
cosplay
Mhm.
consisted of cringe galore. No, literally, it consisted of a pair of green sneakers. I believe they were lime green sneakers. They had dark green jeans, right, to simulate the legs. Obviously, a Brando-style black leather biker jacket, which I still own and looks a lot better on me now than it did then, because I was much younger at the time, obviously. And I had a green wig to simulate the hair. I had fingerless white gloves with the knuckles exposed, cut in. I believe I had a T-shirt actually on underneath the leather jacket with like lines cut diagonally into it to simulate the scars.
Oh no!
And I had, the shades, like the red rimmed shades, with like the yellowish kind of, piece, the mirrored shades that he wears or whatever. And that was
Right.
it. Yeah, that was the costume.
That was the
Piece of shit.
right. Well, I mean, that was what 5 years ago.
Yeah. I was a very different person 5 years ago.
Right. So, You get dressed up. You look in the mirror. Do you at that moment go?
I look in the mayor. Yes.
You look inside the.
He was like the city of Townsville.
And you before you left, did you go, "Oh yeah, this is happening"?
Pretty
or
much,
were
yeah.
you already go? Okay.
No, I looked at it and I was like, "This is great," but at the time I thought it was cool, and then I looked back on it like a year later, and I was like, "No, I'm hiding all of this,
So
all the images, all the videos, everything."
everything, you completely obliterated yourself from the
Yes.
internet. That's what you're saying.
Yes, yeah, like with the Caliber fan character thing, I completely obliterated.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, did you enter that year's cosplay contest?
I did not because I had no nads and I just didn't do it for some reason. I don't know why. I think I missed it actually. I think I missed it, honestly. I remember being downstairs, and upstairs they were like putting everyone into a group to take a photo and like sign them up, but I wasn't there for that.
So you skipped out. You were like, I'm apologizing to everyone. Did anybody?
Which is okay because I think a big fucking werehog won that year or something.
Did you get?
Yeah, people came up to me and we got like photos and stuff. There was like a girl dressed as Amy. There was a guy Knuckles. There was someone dressed as pretty cool, and there was another Scourge. I remember who.
Oh, another.
If you remember, Jamie was at last year's Summer of Sonic as well. Do you remember him air guitaring in the front of the crowd?
Oh shit, that guy was awesome!
It was that guy.
Was
He was there in 2012 too, and he, we hung out a bit.
Was his Scourge infinitely better?
Oh yeah, are you kidding me? His fucking outfit ruled. Mine was shitty. So yeah. Say that again.
Did you wear it the whole time?
I did, and I regretted it because the venue was extremely hot, and I got very, very sweaty.
Ooh, tasty.
Mm-hmm. Sweat
Tasty.
running down my body. Yeah.
Right, it was an adjective that made no sense. That's why I said it.
Damn. So, well, that's something I would say. So you're learning well, David.
No. What have I done? All right, so you went there. Some people did anybody go up to you and say that shit?
No, surprisingly.
Oh, okay.
I wish someone did.
And one final
like,
question.
Yeah.
Rest of the outfit.
Sorry, say that again one more time.
You said, one last question. Did you burn the rest of the outfit?
No.
You said you kept your jacket.
Actually, you know what? I swear I used the shirt for something else, but then obviously it was already fucking sliced to shit, so I got rid of it. The jeans I still have, the shoes I still have, and obviously the leather jacket I still have because it's Brando leather jacket. I'm not fucking getting rid of that. That shit's expensive.
All right, so I'm gonna hop on over to today's special guest, the other David, Irish David.
Yeah.
The poor sod who stood in line in the rain.
That was wonderful. That was a wonderful moment of my life.
That was 2006. How old were you at the time?
Oh, I would have been 19 at the time.
We were 19 and so excited with life.
Oh, yes. I'd just come back from uni. I just left everything off at my mum and dad's and was like, right, okay, let's see what we're going to do tomorrow. And I knew that it was coming out, so I was like, right, it's time to set my alarm. So I set my alarm for 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
I was excited, really, really excited. I got down to the store at 6 o'clock, 3 hours before opening. I was like, excellent, happy days. There's nobody here. I'm going to get my pre-order copy. And then at 7 o'clock, it started and it rained very, very heavily, especially here in Northern Ireland. The weather is absolutely horrendous.
Irish rain.
It just rains, and rains.
So,
Irish rain.
No, shut up.
joined by anyone?
No. Sadly not. So
Fine.
everybody was walking past, and I'm standing there, sort of bouncing outside the front of the queue,
Mhm.
or in front of the very excitedly going, can't wait, I'm going to be one of the first people to get my hands on this game. It's going to be unbelievable. It's going to be really good. Even though I knew that the press had been, I'd seen things and I was like, the video looks really good. The levels seem to look really good. The magazines from the Xbox seem to be amazing. I was like, this is going to be great. This is going to be fantastic. So eventually managed to get into the store. They gave me a towel to dry off because it was drenched. I paid my money and I went home. And an hour later, I instantly regretted it.
Oh, so it was instant regret. It wasn't. You didn't even like trick yourself.
No, it was literally. I think it was whenever I played it for about 45 minutes, and I just got up to the point in Sonic's story where they've been transported back into time. I think it was Christ 6.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get over one of the various wreckages, and he wouldn't jump, and I was like, "Why won't you jump? Why? It's not hard. I'm pressing the A button. You please jump."
Tornado.
No, I don't want to go that way. I want to go there. I think at one point it was getting my Xbox 360 controller was getting thrown against the wall in range.
Ooh. Did you ever end up beating that game? What's the last time you touched it?
Oh, the last time I touched it would have been, I think, the day after I got it. I changed story. I thought, no, right, okay, let's move. Let's go to is any better. And it was just at that point, I think I just went, nope, this is unsalvageable. I instantly regret this. That was the stupidest decision, and I stood in the pissing rain yesterday for this. That's what I was just not.
I mean, did you
as well?
It was going to be like a lot of people waiting for it? Like, were you under that impression, or were you just like, I want to be first no matter what? I don't care if I'm the only one in line.
I just wanted to be first. I was that excited, and as I say, it turned to bitter and instant, disappointment within an hour of getting home and putting it into my Xbox 360 within an hour. Even Lost World didn't do that.
Not even Lost World.
Not even Lost World did that. And I thought Lost World was pretty.
Yeah.
Yes, it did. Hence, whenever I see new reviews of whenever looking at E3 for Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, I went, I am not putting myself through that again. No.
Right. Sonic 06 was pretty bad. Did the people who worked there think you were crazy for standing in the rain?
For an hour afterwards, when I instantly regretted. So
right. No. Worked there. Did they comment and say you were crazy?
Surprise! When I went into the store and said, "Well, what time have you been here for?" and I said 6, and it says it started raining at 7. It was just like, why? You could have got this at you could have come down at 9 o'clock. It's like, I've been excited for this. I've been waiting months for this. That's why I'm here. It's not like, when you get a midnight launch now for some games. I knew there was definitely no way this was getting a midnight launch.
Right.
But I was just sitting there going, I was so excited for it, and I was so disappointed because it was so rubbish.
All right, well, I guess I'm running out of time, so I gotta hop on over. Mr. Egg.
Hey.
Hey. All right, so who the hell is this guy? This boy band guy?
His name is H. Well, his name isn't actually H. That isn't his real name. His real name is Ian. But his name is H. He's from a pop group called Steps, who were basically my childhood. And they were a pop band, and they released a variety of cheesy, fucking awful music. And oddly, literally a few weeks ago, they've released a comeback album. And it's not very good. But that's not relevant. They're a pop group, and the gay one. I didn't know he was gay when I was a child. That was later revealed in the timeline of his life. Yeah, that's who he is.
Okay, so how did you meet him?
Literally just a case of we were going out for lunch, me and my lovely husband, and he was also there. So I was like, how often do you meet people from fucking awful pop groups?
Right.
So
So why did you even have a copy of All Stars Racing with you at the time?
wow, who doesn't? Don't you carry games with you all the time on your person? No?
Not often.
No, basically, back then, it wasn't that long ago to be honest, but a few years ago, and this was like DS. I don't think it was 3DS. I think it was DS days. And I have I had a backpack and I had my DS, and I just had like a few games that I like carry around. And one of them was All Stars Racing. This isn't the console version. It was actually the handheld version. But
Okay. So we signed the box.
yeah,
With
because
tiny
literally I
chart.
said, "Oh my god, I want his autograph." I have got nothing for him to sign. I mean, a sensible person would have probably got him to sign a napkin or something. But napkins aren't forever. Napkins go away.
Well,
that's a life
just
lesson.
put them in a frame.
So yeah, I was like, just please sign this. I know this isn't like one of your CDs, but please just sign this. And he was like, fine. It's a bit weird, but okay, it's fine.
So he was very confused by you.
He was a bit confused, but we got a photo. It was cool. He's a chill dude.
Oh. What other games did you have with you? Did you consider any of those?
I had that game. I have for some reason I used to no longer anymore. I've learned my mistake. I used to have Sonic Chronicles on me, and I had the New Super Mario Brothers.
That's good.
I don't know, like, you know.
The Super Mario Bros. Okay. I mean, I've still never played Chronicles, but whatever. All right.
Decision time.
Yeah, I guess I gotta be quick now because you said there's something else after this.
I mean,
so
there
we
isn't,
should
but I
wrap it
thought
up.
if I give you some time, you'd only run over slightly, which so far has proven correct.
Oh,
I thought if I tell him he's got to be done by
Smart
quarter 2, then he'll be done by about 10.
Right. There you go. All right, so I guess I should. Well, because I don't really know anything else about the Steps guy. Eating. Oh, hello.
How are you eating,
Sorry.
Jamie? Jamie.
Sorry, disconnected. Sorry.
Okay.
Where was the meal? Where were you eating? when
Oh,
you
you're
met him?
still asking me questions. I thought you were still farting around.
No, that was the final
Oh.
question. I
Oh, final
think.
question.
Then I can move on.
It's a place called Atomic Burger. Sells really cool burgers.
Oh.
And good hot wings.
Oh man,
hot wings.
you should send me one.
I mean, I'm pretty
Talking
sure in
about
America
hot
you
wings.
can find hot wings quite easily yourself.
Yeah.
As well
Right, no,
as
I'm saying you
tacos.
should send me a burger. Right, Taco Bell. Come on, Jamie. Why aren't you eating Taco Bell? This is so upsetting. That should have been the opinion. Why is there no Taco Bell in the UK?
Yeah, I'm really sad there's no Taco Bell in the UK.
Oh my god, don't go off topic, David.
Okay. I'll rate it in. All right. I guess, okay. Yeah, I'll wrap it up.
Gotta.
This should take about 5 minutes.
All right. Am I supposed to answer, or were you going to go to a musical break first?
Who do you think is telling the truth, David? For fuck's sake. There is a show on after.
it's going so
I'm sorry,
well.
Out. All I heard was silence, and I was like, this is...
Jamie, you keep cutting out.
Yeah, my connection isn't great. I'm glad you guys are really helping me out by coasting.
Mhm.
Right, okay. All right, so... Let's see. Yeah, I didn't pay super close attention to everyone who went to Summer Sonic 2012. So I'm discouraged. So, I mean, it seems plausible. Actually, I feel like all of these seem plausible. The most ridiculous one is Jamie, but I've come to learn that that doesn't mean anything.
Rude.
So, but you know what? I think I'm going to say that it was that it was Irish David who is telling the truth, just because
Okay.
I remember people being excited about that game, even when the reviews started coming in. It was just like, oh well, you know, media just likes insulting Sonic, so it doesn't seem ridiculous. Because I remember when Sonic Heroes came out, I needed to, well, I didn't get the chance to stand out in line, but I was like, I need to get that the day it came out, and was mildly disappointed when I came home.
Okay, right. Well, what we're going to do, David, is... So, Irish David, we're going to play the drum roll, and then you're going to tell us if it is true or a lie. Are you ready, Irish David?
Yes, I am,
Here we
Jamie.
go.
I did not queue for 3 hours for Sonic 06. I am not that complete.
Aww.
David,
Well, to be fair,
Sorry, David. Sorry.
that's depressing.
Um,
Damn.
David, you fucked up.
Damn.
Irish
did.
David. Irish David.
Yes.
Since you managed to fool the easily foolable lurker, we will let you have the second guess. Who do you think out of the remaining choices is telling the truth?
Well, your reputation precedes you, Jamie.
Fuck you.
I am gonna say Nicole.
Ooh.
And the reason I think I am gonna say that I think it's Nicole is that personally I like Roger myself, and I will defend Roger to the hilt. So I'm going to side with Nicole and think that she did have a row with another member of the university panel. That Roger was awesome.
Interesting. Right, Nicole. We're going to play the drum roll, and then let our listeners know if it's true or a lie. Because if it isn't a lie, then it basically gets even more and more narrowed down. Here we go.
I did not get into a confrontation with another guy over a Sonic. What the fuck? I'm not confrontational. No.
Public.
Damn.
Right, so
Damn.
both the Davids fucked up today.
It's true. We're just staying consistent.
So
today.
we've got 2 minutes left. Nicole, your
correct.
guess. Who is telling the truth?
I mean, Jamie, you did fuck someone for a game, but I'm probably gonna go with Scourge.
Okay. Scourge, drum roll, you know the drill.
It was a shitty cosplay.
Oh, dude. God.
And just for reference, you know what? I'm going to actually submit myself to torture, and I'm going to post the only existing images in the chat for you guys to see. Right, okay, so that's a really boring one, and you can see me at the back of the crowd. That's my hair. And here's the more interesting one that's going to make me want to kill myself. It's very blurry. Jamie, don't use this for your own enjoyment.
He's gonna now that you fucking said that.
Here it comes.
It's gonna
I'm die.
happen.
Oh, he looks so cute.
Shut the fuck up, Nicole. It looks like shit.
Oh, it's all bad of you. Oh my god, he looks so edgy.
It looks
Sounds-
terrible.
Oh, it
That's what I was
doesn't.
expecting, to be honest.
It could have looked worse. It looks fine. Jamie, stop being an asshole. I think it looks nice. I think it
Oh,
looks
can
very
we not
nice.
share this in the public chat?
Oh my god.
Share it.
I mean, honestly, you can do what you like.
It's not as bad as you're saying.
I really want you to
Yeah.
see you in that leather jacket now that you said that you look good in it nowadays.
Well, it's because it didn't really fit me properly then. I grew into it. Fits me now.
Well, there you go. You should wear it more. I bet you look fucking edgy as hell.
Oh. Is it going in the actual listeners chat? Oh my god, Jamie, you son of a bitch.
Feel the waft. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's show on that cliffhanger, that bombshell. I want to thank everyone for listening today. If you're listening on the podcast and audio boom, thank you ever so much. Don't forget to go on iTunes and give us 5 stars. Apparently we might be on Stitcher now, so that's the thing. Thank you ever so much, David. Where can people find you?
You can find me at the usual places at DT Lurker on Twitter. As always, at Sonic Retro or sonicretro.org. And BBFA3 coming soon, eventually 2017. Yo, Big the Cat.
Interesting.
Hell yeah.
Scourge, where can they find you other than cosplay.org?
Well, nowadays I prefer to make theories instead of bad cosplays, so you can find me at the Sega Scourge, the Sonic Theorist on YouTube, or at Super Scourge 300, all lowercase, no caps or whatever. On Twitter, go and
Yeah, do that. Hurry up.
taste me.
Taste me. Nicole, where can people find you?
On YouTube, you can find me at SPD64 all in caps, and that's pretty much the same for my Twitter.
Beautiful. Guys, thank you. Oh, David, our special guest, Irish David. Thank you ever so much for being on the show.
Thank you very much, Jimmy, for having me.
Where
Really
can people
appreciate it.
find you?
You can find me on Twitter at DSEAY25, all lowercase is where you can find me.
Guys, we're going to go. Thank you so much. If you haven't done this already, join us on Discord. We're at thesonicshow.org/Discord. I, myself, am going to be popping in the public voice channel for a bit to chill with you guys after the post-show and discuss fucking Sega Scourge's cosplay. We will see you guys next week. Up next, I think, maybe some Sega addicts. I don't know. We love you all very much. It's time to go now. Bye, everyone. Say goodbye. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Number 6.
Thanks very much.
2 number 9s. Number 9 large extra dip.
You've been listening to The Opinion Zone, brought to you by Audio Boom. Don't forget to check out our page at audioboom.com/channel/The Sonic Show. And leave us a comment. You can also interact with us at any time on Twitter by tweeting at Sonic_show. Until next time, by which I mean whenever Jay can be bothered again. Stay safe and please leave Froggy alone.
Tune on in, come on, let's go. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Hey.